We need to go further. We need to move forward, and we need to set the targets and set the goals where to reach, and don't be afraid.
Thank you, Ms. Fagerström, for joining us today at the Academy for Cultural Diplomacy from the Parliament of Finland. I would be happy today to hear more of your thoughts on cultural diplomacy. So if you could tell us, how would you define cultural diplomacy and how is it practiced in your country?
Well, of course, human rights are a very big thing in our country, and equality, freedom of speech. We're sharing a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, but actually it hasn't been like this before. So Finnish people, they are very well known. They're honest, but they are also very quiet. So they don't speak if they don't have to. But during the last years, last decades, we have been we are better discussions, or we are having better discussions, and we are better listeners, and we are having like more this kind of relationship. So I think it's like still growing, and we have still a lot of things to do, but I think those are the main things how it how it's shown in Finland. I'm not sure what you're meaning.
I meant, how often do women get in positions of power in Finland? Is
Well,
that a difference as
yes.
well?
Well, actually, in Finland, Finland has been the first country who let women vote, and the first parliament in the world where the women has been, like the first country. So I think women's rights and all this discussion about the women has been very long in our culture. So we are we're having a lot of women in the leadership positions. But of course, there is still some things that we have to move forward and keep it open discussion. But I think it's very good level in Finland. But of course, if you are young, and you don't have that much experience, there might be some positions that you won't reach. But I think it is better now.
And what can your state do to encourage more women taking leadership positions?
We have to keep the discussion going on. We have to have women who are strong and who can be the leaders on that subject to spread the word. So I think we need open discussion. We need to tell our opinions, and really we have to reach our goals.
And you said that for some positions it's more difficult for women. Do you believe that men and women have different leadership styles?
Yes, they do. I have to be honest, and I think that women, they are better because they understand the feelings. They are better listeners, and they have these meta skills, so they can really work with other people and make this or make it better. They know how to make it better. But in some positions, I believe as well that the men are better. For example, in very tight positions, or if there's a lot of pressure coming from outside and maybe inside in your business or in your team, you have to have like the clear mindset, and you cannot think your feelings too much. And I think on that kind of positions men are better, because they can like turn off the feelings and they can like handle things how they are acting. Women are more like, oh, like they want to discuss more and they are thinking their feelings, and I think that there's like different kind of positions where it's better that there's women or men, but still opportunities are quite similar to reach those positions.
So still, one shoe cannot fit all.
Yes,
as people say.
yes.
And today, with respect to the current situation and preserving democracy, which has become a much tougher task, what is the response of Finland, and what role do both men and women play in that, in preserving democratic values?
Well, this is actually a very good question, because I think that women are better handling these kind of situations. For example, now the peace, we don't have the peace in the whole world. There is like, for example, now the situation in Europe, and those leaders who has power to change something, they are all men. So I think if there would be, or if there were be women, the situation might be different, because we need to have this discussion and not like all the men, they are like fighting against each other. So I think maybe we need more like soft skills.
And what would you give us an advice for women empowerment?
We need to go further. We need to move forward. We need to set the targets and set the goals where to reach, and don't be afraid.